All right, strap in, everyone, because today we are diving deep into the Dune universe.
Deep.
To tackle a question that's been bugging, I think, a lot of us.
Oh, yeah.
Are there aliens in Dune? You guys sent over this really cool video from Rocket Riley breaking down all the possibilities.
It's a good one.
And I have to say, the more I think about it, the more fascinating it gets.
Yeah.
You've got humanity spread across the galaxy.
Across the galaxy.
Spice travel, genetic manipulation.
Right.
The whole setup seems, I don't know, it just seems right for some kind of extraterrestrial encounter.
Yeah, it's interesting because despite the Dune universe is massive.
Yeah.
It's huge, it's sprawling. But Frank Herbert, he never really comes out and says, yes, there are aliens.
Aliens.
But that absence, that silence,
yeah,
creates a really interesting sense of mystery and potential.
It does. It's almost like he's kind of leaving it up to us to connect the dots.
Yeah.
So maybe we should just get started with the big one. The elephant in the room, or I guess the sandworm on the planet.
Right.
Could the sandworms themselves be considered alien?
That's a good question.
I mean, they're pretty alien, right?
They're pretty alien, and that's a great place to start, I think, because when we think about aliens, we often go right to intelligent beings, right? Little green men or whatever. But what if we just broaden the definition a little?
Yeah.
The sandworms, they might not be sentient the way we are, but they have absolutely, undeniably shaped human history.
That's true. I mean, their existence dictates the flow of spice, which is basically the lifeblood of the Imperium.
Yeah, the lifeblood.
Without them, no interstellar travel, no extended lifespans.
Right.
No, no Dune.
No Dune as we know it.
Exactly.
And you have to think about where they came from.
Yeah.
The sand trout, which are the precursors.
Yeah.
They might have come from another planet.
Right.
So you could argue that these giant creatures have an extraterrestrial connection.
Oh, wow. See, I never thought about it that way before.
Yeah.
So even if the sandworms themselves aren't quote unquote aliens, you know?
Right.
Like in the traditional sense, their impact, I mean, that's alien.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Alien in scale for sure.
It is. And that makes me wonder, what other forces are at play that we're just not even considering?
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? One of the most interesting parts of Dune is this tension between what we know and what we don't know.
Right.
Like, for example, the Holtzman drive.
Yes.
You know, it allows instantaneous interstellar travel. But where it came from is never fully explained.
It's just there.
It's just there.
And everyone accepts it.
As a given.
Yeah, it's a fundamental force of nature.
Yeah.
But what if it's not?
Right. What if it's not a natural phenomenon at all?
What if it's something else?
What if it's like a remnant of some lost ancient technology that's so advanced it looks like magic to us?
Hold on. Are you saying that the Holtzman drive could be alien tech?
I'm saying it's something to think about.
Okay.
Because the Dune universe has all these little hints, right?
Yeah.
These little breadcrumbs of something greater.
Okay.
Something we don't understand.
My mind is blown.
Yeah.
So we've got potentially alien sandworms. We've got potentially alien tech powering interstellar travel.
Possibly.
What else? What other clues has Frank Herbert hidden for us?
Well, I think we need to talk about the Crompton ruins.
Yes, the Crompton ruins.
I mean, the fact that the Guild thought that this was finally it.
They thought they found it.
They found aliens.
Yes.
This is it. We found them.
This says so much about them.
I know.
Their aspirations and their anxieties.
It does. It makes you wonder how they missed the connection to Leto II's No Room for so long.
That's what I think is really interesting.
Yeah.
Because Leto II's actions,
Yeah.
He's manipulating time and space.
Right.
He's blurring the line between human and alien, past and present.
Yeah.
The Crompton ruins, they're not just old buildings.
They're echoes of a future that's already happened.
Wait, so you're saying that Leto II, in his Golden Path plan, he somehow orchestrated the creation of the Crompton ruins?
Well, I don't know if it's about orchestration as much as it is about, like, you throw a rock in a pond.
Ripple.
You get the ripples. Leto II becoming the God Emperor. That wasn't just him changing.
Yeah.
It was a seismic shift in the universe.
Yeah.
And who knows what the consequences of that are across time and space.
So are we saying that the Crompton ruins are less about aliens and more about, like, the unintended consequences of Leto II's just godlike power?
I think that's a really good way to put it.
Okay.
But then that brings up a bigger question.
Yeah.
If Leto II, a human, can have such a profound impact on the universe.
Right.
What else is out there?
Yeah.
Human or otherwise, that might be shaping events in ways that we can't even understand.
Okay, I am on the edge of my seat.
Good.
We have got to unpack this Star Searcher legend.
Oh, yeah.
And what this could mean in the context of all of this.
Oh, yeah, buckle up.
Okay.
It's going to get weirder. Welcome back to our deep dive into the possibility of alien life in the Dune universe.
We're back!
We've uncovered, some interesting clues.
Yeah, we have.
But now I think it's time to venture out into some even stranger territory.
Okay.
Remember the legend of the Star Searcher we talked about?
Oh, yeah, the one where the crew goes crazy thinking they're under attack by invisible alien ships?
Right.
That one really got to me.
It's a chilling tale.
Yeah.
And I think it speaks to a very primal fear that we all have, the fear of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
And what I think is interesting is that it predates the Guild.
Oh, really?
It even predates the widespread use of the Holtzman drive.
Wow. So this fear of the unknown, it was already there even before humanity went, galactic.
Yeah, I think it suggests that the search for alien life, it's not just about, curiosity.
Yeah.
It's tied into this psychological need to define ourselves.
Oh, interesting.
To understand our place in the universe.
Okay.
And the Star Searcher legend, it kind of takes that idea a step further.
How so?
Well, it introduces the possibility of a threat that we can't even perceive.
Yeah.
A threat that operates outside of our reality.
Right.
Like it's a cosmic horror story.
It's
playing on our deepest fears of isolation and vulnerability.
Right. Okay. I'm starting to see where you're going with this.
Okay.
So if we apply that to, the whole Dune universe,
Yeah.
could there be other forces at play? Other things shaping events that we just don't know about?
That's the question.
Yeah.
Right? The million Solaris question. Think about what we were talking about earlier with the Holtzman drive.
Okay.
What if it's not just tech?
Yeah.
What if it's a gateway?
A gateway to like another dimension?
Maybe.
Whoa.
Or what if it's a conduit for some kind of energy?
Okay.
Or some consciousness that we don't understand?
Right.
Think about the Guild navigators.
Yeah.
They use the spice to fold space.
Right.
To travel vast distances instantaneously.
And they become these weird mutated beings in the process.
Yeah.
It's like they're tapping into something, I don't know, alien.
Right, and this is Frank Herbert. This is his genius.
Yeah.
He's not just relying on the usual tropes, like
Right.
alien invasion or little green men.
Yeah.
He's exploring this idea of alienness through human evolution.
He is like the Tlalexu.
Yes.
With their like twisted genetics.
Yeah.
Or the Mentants, they're like living computers.
Right.
They're still human, but they've pushed the boundaries of what it means to be human.
Exactly.
So this is why the question of alien life in Dune is so fascinating.
Yeah.
It's not just about looking for aliens. It's about recognizing the alien within us.
Yep.
The like untapped potential of human consciousness.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Ooh.
So even if we don't find aliens out there in the Dune universe,
Right.
just the act of searching forces us to look at ourselves.
At our own limits of understanding.
Yeah, exactly.
So even if there aren't any aliens in Dune,
It's possible.
we find the alien within.
That's a really good way to put it.
Okay.
Herbert's universe is a mirror.
Okay.
It reflects back at us.
Okay.
All of our anxieties and aspirations, our hopes and fears.
Yeah.
And so by exploring this idea of alien life, we're really exploring what it means to be human.
Okay, that is mind-blowing.
It is.
But we still have to talk about the Crompton ruins
Oh, right. Yes.
and this connection to Leto II's golden path.
Yeah, the God Emperor. I mean, talk about blurring the lines between human and alien.
Yeah, he becomes this giant sandworm hybrid.
Exactly.
It doesn't get more alien than that.
Yeah, but what does that tell us about the search for extraterrestrial life?
That's what I was going to ask, yeah.
Well, I think it challenges our assumptions of what it means to be alien.
Okay.
Leto II becoming one with sandworms.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't just a physical change.
Okay.
It was a merging of consciousness.
Right.
A blurring of the lines between human and something other.
So are you saying that the search for aliens in Dune might not be about finding something foreign,
It's possible.
but recognizing that potential within ourselves?
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it.
Okay.
And it brings us back to the sandworms themselves.
Yeah.
We tend to think of them as just creatures, but there's so much more.
Right.
You mentioned that they might have originated on another planet.
Yeah. Earlier.
And the sandworms, they produce the spice.
Right. Which is essential
Essential for space travel.
for everything.
Extending lifespan.
It's like these alien creatures hold the key to our future.
It might be true, yeah.
That's That's deep.
Yeah.
So even if they're not intelligent,
The way we think of it.
right, in the traditional sense,
Yeah.
their impact is undeniable.
Undeniable.
They're shaping our destiny.
Yeah, they're shaping us whether we know it or not.
I know. So this whole deep dive has taken a lot of unexpected turns.
That it has.
But I feel like we're just, I don't know, scratching the surface.
We are.
There's so much more to explore.
Absolutely. And in part 3, we're going to go even deeper
Okay.
into some even wilder theories
Oh boy.
about what might be lurking in the shadows of the Dune universe.
All right, we're back for the final part of our deep dive into alien life in the Dune universe.
Final part.
And honestly, my head is spinning.
Yeah.
I mean, we went from sandworms to alternate dimensions
Right.
to Leto II, like becoming this sandworm god.
It's a lot.
It is a lot to process.
Dang.
Where do we even go from here?
Well, I think we've covered a lot of the more obvious
Right.
clues and hints that Frank Herbert kind of puts out there.
Yeah.
But now it's time to get a little more speculative,
Okay, yeah.
a little more fringe.
Oh, I like Friend.
Yeah, a little out there.
Hit me with it.
Okay, you ready for some really wild theories?
I'm ready.
Okay.
What's the most out there idea you've come across about aliens in Dune?
Oh, okay. One theory that's always fascinated me is the possibility of a hidden alien presence that's kind of manipulating things
Okay.
behind the scenes.
Okay, like what are we talking? Like puppet master?
Yeah, think about it. The Imperium is this complex web
Right.
of politics and religion,
Yeah.
economics.
Yeah.
Could it all be orchestrated by some unseen force?
Hold on. Are you suggesting like a cosmic puppet master
Eh,
pulling the strings of human civilization? That's like straight out of a sci-fi thriller.
It might sound like a stretch, but consider this.
Okay.
We've already talked about the Holtzman drive, right?
Right. Potentially alien tech.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what about those visions Paul has?
You mean his prescience?
Yeah.
Yeah, those always felt a little otherworldly to me.
Yeah.
Like something was guiding him, showing him the future.
Exactly. What if those visions weren't just glimpses?
Right.
What if they were manipulations?
Whoa, like from an outside force?
It's possible.
Okay. That is kind of freaky.
Yeah, it is.
So you're saying some unknown entity could be using Paul
Maybe.
or other powerful figures to like shape events
Yeah, to suit their own agenda.
to their own ends.
Exactly.
I like
The Dune universe is full of these ancient powers,
Right.
secret societies operating in the shadows.
Yeah, the Bene Gesserit, the Tleilaxu, even the Spacing Guild.
Right. They all have their agendas.
Right.
Their secrets.
They do, and they're really good at manipulating people and events.
Exactly. So it's not a stretch to think
You're right.
that there's something even more powerful
Out there. Yeah, okay.
pulling the strings.
Okay.
But here's another possibility.
Okay.
What if the aliens,
Yeah.
they're not a civilization?
Okay.
What if it's something more abstract?
Abstract.
Yeah, like we talk about alien tech.
Okay.
What about alien consciousness?
Okay.
What if there's something out there
Right.
that we can't even understand
Right.
that exists beyond our reality?
So not a physical being, but like a force of nature or a collective consciousness even.
That's the fun part, right?
Yeah.
We get to speculate.
That is true. Yeah.
And in the Dune universe,
Mhm.
with all the stuff about consciousness and prescience
Right.
and the interconnectedness,
Right.
the idea of an alien consciousness,
Yeah.
it's not so out there.
It's not that far-fetched. Yeah.
No.
And actually, I think Rocket Riley in that video you sent,
Oh, yeah.
he mentioned a theory about the sandworms
Okay.
being connected to some kind of planetary consciousness.
That's a good one.
Like, Arrakis itself is a sentient being,
Right?
and the sandworms are just like extensions of its will.
Yeah, I like that.
That is pretty wild.
It's a good one.
Okay, my brain is officially fried.
I know, right?
We went from sandworms to puppet masters
Yeah,
to planetary consciousness.
we did it.
I need like a minute.
Yeah, take a minute. These are big ideas,
They are.
and they really challenge our fundamental understanding
Yeah.
of how the universe works.
Yeah. Okay, so after all of this,
Yeah.
where do we land
Where do we land?
on this question of alien life in Dune?
I think the answer is both simpler
Okay.
and more complex
Okay.
than we might think.
Mm.
Frank Herbert, he never says aliens exist,
Right.
but he leaves the door open.
Open, yeah.
He gives us all these hints and clues
Yeah.
and whispers of something greater
Oh,
that we just can't grasp.
Right.
And honestly, I think that's the whole point.
So it's not about like finding the proof.
It's about the mystery.
The mystery, yeah.
It's about the unknown.
Right, the journey, not the destination.
Exactly.
It's about opening our minds
Yeah.
and challenging, like everything we think we know.
Yeah, and realizing that the universe is just way bigger,
Yeah.
way more amazing than we can even imagine.
I think you're right. It's that feeling of wonder
Yeah.
that keeps us coming back to Dune.
Yeah.
That keeps us searching.
For answers.
Yeah.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
Somewhere out there. We'll find that proof.
The proof. Yeah.
But until then,
Yeah.
the search continues.
Well, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into the possibility of alien life in the Dune universe.
I hope you enjoyed it.
We explored the clues, the theories,
The wild speculation.
the wild speculations
Yeah.
that make this universe so fascinating.
So interesting.
So interesting. What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Did we miss anything?
Do you have your own theories?
Do you have your own theories about aliens in Dune? Share your thoughts, keep exploring, and never stop questioning the mysteries of the universe.
That's right.